It's Louise Schofield, and I'm now joined backstage at the This Feeling tent with Megan Wyn, who's actually playing tomorrow here, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
How are you feeling? Looking forward?
Oh, literally buzzing. Like, I'm so excited. It's always been like a dream of mine to play Isle of Wight, so to play it as like my first major festival, absolutely buzzing.
Absolutely,
So.
and as well, you're playing a couple of stages. You're not even just
I
playing
am,
this
yeah.
one. Like you were just saying, you just got announced for another stage today.
Yeah.
Where are you playing?
The River Stage tonight at 6 o'clock. I literally got told this morning, oh, by the way, Meg, you're playing there tonight. I was like, okay, sounds, love it. And then, I've got a set with Gibson on Sunday, so I'm buzzing for that as well.
You're just going to be all over the Isle of Wight.
Yeah,
so you've come,
I am, yeah.
this is your first major festival and you're playing 3 stages,
Yeah,
so
love it.
can't go wrong with that. I mean, being in your teens and playing this festival, I mean, like, did you ever imagine this would ever happen?
No, I didn't. Like, as I said earlier, like, I have a list at home of like all the festivals I want to play, and it literally goes Glastonbury, Transmit, and Isle of Wight.
No.
So it's like
tick, tick, tick.
mad to me that I'm playing here at 16. So yeah.
That is so exciting, because I know at 16 I could never say that. You know, I was going like, you go back into school with your mates being like, I just played Isle of Wight on 3 stages. Just saying, it's so good. But I was reading that you started off actually like when you first were learning to sing, you kind of went into a bit of an opera vibe.
Yeah. So I still sing opera like all the time. Like growing up in Wales, like the only kind of thing you have there music-wise is like classical music and
it's a big scene.
opera and that, which I love. Like it's such like a cultural thing for me.
Yeah.
And then so I was just like, when I was like 11 or 12, I think, I was like, right, stuff it, why not do it?
Let's do it.
So I did it, and then so now I'm like fully trained in opera and that.
Wow.
And then which is like so different to like the things I write, and people are always like, what, you sing opera? I'm like, yeah,
I do, all right. Yeah, I do. Because you've been in a few sort of Welsh language bands as well, haven't you, and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to have those different skills, but it's nice you're kind of going on a different route with your own stuff.
Yeah, well, I always thought like I'd end up like doing kind of like writing English music, being like in a band or solo artist. So, but I mean, like you have to learn as well, like
you do.
The industry and like what styles you like and all that. So. Yeah, I think that's why I've been in like loads of different stuff, doing all kinds of weird stuff.
It's good to, like you said, cutting your teeth on everything you can, isn't it? And just like playing every way that you can.
I'll do it, I'll do it.
And now you're playing 3 stages at the Isle of Wight, so you know something's going good. But I checked out your Woman in Music playlist, and you had Stevie Nicks on there, Phoebe Bridgers, a bit of Blondie as well. Are these some of the artists that are big inspos for you?
Oh, 100%. Like Stevie Nicks since I was a little girl, my biggest inspiration like ever. Same as like Debbie Harry as well, and then I only found out about Phoebe Bridgers like last year, the year before.
Yeah, she's really kicking off at the moment.
Yeah, she's literally insane. Like I've never seen anybody like write in the way she does.
Yeah.
And it's so cool, and like I take a lot of inspiration from like the way she writes, and
it's very personal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's like. It's quite weird as well, which I like.
Yeah,
like,
it's a bit off kilter in some places,
like
isn't it?
Metaphorically done and stuff. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, well, Polaroid, your track, I mean, it's so sick.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
You know, like I was just looking through like what you got on Spotify, and that's the track you've got, but it's such a sick track.
Oh, thank
it's like
you.
it's really raw and it's really personable in itself. Like, did you write it during lockdown, or is that?
I think I did, yeah. I don't really remember. I wrote it in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally I had these like piano chords, and I think I was like writing like an opera song because I had it in my head.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how am I going to play that live? Because one, I don't really play piano.
Yeah.
Like I can play piano, but it's not like my main instrument.
Yeah.
And then I just picked up my guitar and then just started like singing random words, and like the first like verse just came out, and I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. I'll keep that.
Yeah.
And then I just started singing like random stuff, just speaking gibberish and stuff.
Yes.
And it basically all came out in like 10 minutes.
Wow.
And it's the fastest song I've ever written.
I think sometimes they're the good ones, though, aren't they? It just spills out, and you're like, yep, sorted. I'm gonna have that.
It's like, wow, I didn't even know I needed to say that. But apparently I did.
So. I'm learning stuff from my own songs. Would you ever bring in any opera, do you think, to any of your music, or do you think you're gonna leave that to rest for a bit?
I think I would. Yeah, like I'd really like to do like in like 10 years time. I'd like to do have like a choir or something on my like
amazing.
On my like album or something, like kind of like Gorilla do, like Gorillas, they bring like orchestras and like
it just has that extra level, doesn't it? Yeah.
And Wolf Alice have been kind of going down that route of like harmonies and kind of having that more classical feel to their stuff while still being rock, and I love that.
It's a
like
great
it's
vibe,
so
isn't it?
cool. Like
Yeah.
you'd never thought like those genres go together.
This is it. I think the more you experiment, the more you're like, actually, this works so well. I like this. This is great. Yeah.
Love it, yeah. But no, definitely. And like, because I always think in like, oh, is that like musically correct? Because that's how my brain's
yeah.
So I think it would like be a lot less stressful if I wrote like an opera album or something, because I'm like, yeah, that goes right, and I'm like, it doesn't have to sound cool, it's opera.
This is it. You just got to show your skills, show what you can do, experiment a little bit and stuff.
But with like indie or rock, it's like I need to sound cool, and I'm like, this is
boring.
What am I doing?
I need to stop. No, that's. I mean, what have you got coming up next? You got some more tracks that we're going to be hearing soon.
Defo, yeah. I'm literally writing like all the time. I literally wrote one this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
In your tent?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
That.
People were listening, were like, shut up, Meg. It's like 5 in the morning, and I was just there with my guitar.
Look, I've got a song.
Yeah. But no, so I've got studio coming up. I've been to the studio and stuff. I'm really indecisive of what song I want to release. That's why like I haven't released anything yet, because I keep like writing a song and I'm like, right, actually that's gonna be my next single.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, I also thought like because I've done a lot of gigs this summer, I was like, I'll see like which ones go like the best with crowds and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I have a good idea now of what I want to release.
Oh, I can imagine. It's a great to look, because you've been up and down the country playing quite a few shows, haven't you? So is it like certain places that gone down really well with like your new stuff and stuff?
Yeah, literally. Do you know what? Every like gig I've done this summer has been insane.
Has it?
Yeah, literally mad.
Yeah.
And because I played like Cardiff, London, Sheffield, Manchester,
all over.
Liverpool. Yeah. It's been nuts, like, and I love it. It's
absolutely
so cool.
And working with Andrew Cushion as well, because you spoke to him a few times and like worked with him, haven't you?
Yeah, well, he's one of my best friends, and so
yeah,
I look up to him a lot, and yeah, he does help me out a lot. Fair play to him. I'm always like, Andrew, what does this mean?
It's nice how someone to bounce off in the industry where you can be like, look, is this good or am I on the wrong page here? Like, tell me.
Literally, like I always send him like my new songs. I'm like, can you please tell me if this is like the worst thing you've ever heard in your life? He's really honest. Fair play to him, which is what I need.
I think you need someone, because otherwise it's too sugar coated, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Like, look, just tell me.
But no, he's been a great help, and obviously he's the one that got me in with like this feeling and that. So bless him.
There you are. Here you are today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Andrew.
Shout out to Andrew Cushion. You've got you here.
Yeah.
But you've got Royce to Glow playing tomorrow, which are also North Walians as well. So we've got a bit of a North Walian bill going
They're from
on.
Wrexham, aren't they?
Yeah. Are you North Wales, right?
Yeah. Literally like an hour away from them. So
amazing.
I met them at the All Together Now thing.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my god, you're Welsh? They were like, yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Here we go. And the same part of Wales as well, which is sick.
Yeah, literally.
How was it working on that as well? Because Rich Turvey was producing it, wasn't he? I mean, the artist on there was insane as well. You had like Zuzu on there as well. It's so good.
It was insane, because like my favourite Cortina song is Hanging Off Your Cloud, and obviously he produced that, so I was buzzing. And I was quite nervous to go, because I was like, Scots are quite big, like Rich Turvey's obviously there's like a lot of important people there, but it was the most chill thing ever, and it was like honestly one of my favourite days I've ever had. It was like I made so many friends there, and everyone was like so nice, and it was just like good vibes.
And it's all for saving live music as well, so it must have just felt like a great community.
And we all got like food and stuff. And it was just like tunes blasting, posing.
It's like being able to sort of party when we couldn't. So bringing it together. So
it was great. And like especially after like lockdown and stuff, it was like when the restrictions were like lifting a bit. So like everyone was just buzzing to be back like
we
together.
Could sing together. Like,
it was like
a gig.
But no, it was like a little festival but in a studio.
That's all you need, innit?
Exactly,
just to be around human beings. Be like, we're gonna near you. That's so nice. Well, Megan, thank you so much for chatting to me. I'm really excited to catch one of your sets this weekend, whichever one it is. I'm not sure yet. But really forward to new music as well.
Thank you for having me.